Hey, welcome, Amy Burney here. Tonight I want to share 5 tips to help if you are someone like me who struggles with chronic pain, chronic illness throughout your life. Then I'm going to share 5 tips that can help you to manage that and to have a more joyful life and to, find ways to breathe, right? So for those of you that don't know me very well, I was in a car accident when I was very young. It was actually several accidents, like 3 and 4 years, but the worst one, probably just cumulative. Hey, Diane, welcome. Was with less than a year after being married, and after that, I was completely disabled. I mean, I didn't look like I was, but I was in so much pain all the time, and I was unable to do a lot of things, and I just pretty much was in survival mode for over a decade. And so the reason why I'm so passionate about what I do is because when I came across my business, it allowed me the first opportunity in over a decade to be able to make a difference and to feel like I could dream, to feel like I had flexibility and freedom to work with my constant health struggles that are ongoing, and I'm ever always searching to find answers to my struggles. My brother, well, I won't talk about that right now. But anyways, so my recent thing is I've been dealing with numbness in my hands, and it's been driving me nuts. It's been going on for like 4 months, and I'm seeing a chiropractor. I'm also going to start PT. I've been stretching, and it's not going away. And so I'm going to share some tips that, I just Googled, and they're things that I've been trying to implement. I am good at some of them and not so good at others that I'm trying to do. But I hope they help you too, because it's hard when you're dealing with chronic pain and illness to find time for other things in your life, like joy and happiness and looking forward to, making a difference, or, whatever it is you dreamed about doing. Health can sideline you. And I have been feeling, since this isn't my first rodeo, since starting my business, it's not the first time I've had some big health thing pop up and kind of sideline me for a bit. It can be a little frustrating, but I know that things always work out. And then I have to slow down and I have to pay attention to what's going on. And I need to start working through it to figure out what to do so that I can get back to a level where I'm functioning that I'm happy at, standards that I have. I know I have some pretty high standards, but it's where I like to be. So number 1 is meditation. And I got to say, this has helped so much. Even when I'm not in a peak flare up of whatever I am dealing with. Say I have an emotional struggle, or you get in an argument, or there's just some extra baggage that's lingering, emotional, anything like that. Meditation is huge. I can't say how much it has impacted my life these last few years. I like to do guided meditation. Feel free to do whatever meditation works for you. It can be deep breathing. It can be as simple as deep breathing and counting, as I was just talking to Margie about. And it really does help to relax your body. I feel like it takes a weight off of my shoulders. It helps my mind to clear, and it helps me to level up my energy and get out of that funk of whatever I'm in. And so there's so many different ways to meditate. And by the way, if you are interested in meditation, I do have a link to some free tools that you can check out for you to see if you can find one that works for you. All right. So number 2 is reduce the stress in your life. Stress intensifies chronic pain, and I can totally testify to that. So one of my biggest things to cope right now is I've had to dial down everything I'm doing, like more than half. I was working at a very high level all last year, all the way up till the end, and it may be part of what triggered this flare up with my shoulders and my arms. It could be because of the intense amount of work I did last year when I was going for a big rank advancement, and I did get it. And so my body is like, woohoo! That's not okay. And I'm having to slow down. I'm having to take the level of what I do, because I can't use my phone very much. Even doing a live with makeup right now is difficult because my arms go numb. I've had to bring it all down. And some days I can't do anything. I just have to sit there, and I'm like, okay, I'm reducing my levels of stress. Going to Hawaii was awesome because I learned how they live their lives, hang loose, aloha, just to chill out. And I'm trying to just go with the flow. When you have things like this, when you have chronic pain and illness, you have to learn to go with the flow, because it just pops up at times and it disrupts your life. And so you just have to like, okay, I'm gonna have to slow down. I'm gonna have to reduce any kind of stress in my life and just let things go. Let it go. And realize that you'll bounce back and you're gonna get back to what you need to do. But reduce that stress. And even, I've noticed even when things are going well and I'm super excited, it intensifies my pain in my shoulders. So learning to meditate and be calm, reduce your stress will help a lot. All right, number 3, something I'm working on. I busted my knee in September, so I haven't been able to exercise often, but exercise is number 3. And when I can't do this and I can't walk as well, I like feel kind of limited right now. But I am working on it. Exercise helps to boost natural endorphins in your body that actually help fight pain. And so whatever you can do, of course, talk to your doctor. If you have chronic issues, you do need to be careful. For me, ever since this car accident, I have never been able to have a consistent exercise routine. Whenever I tried to be consistent and show up like 3 days a week or try to get to 4, I would have a massive flare up somewhere, like sciatic pain, low back, or my shoulders or something that would lay me out for a long time. So I have to just listen to my body and I have to do what I'm able to do. And it's never what I want. I would love to be super fit because I used to be, actually before all this, I used to be very athletic and I loved working out all the time. And so now, you got to roll with it. I can't live in the past wishing I had the strength and the body of my youth before these car accidents, because that's just not what I have right now. That's not my life. And I totally admire people who are super fit and strong. And I hope someday to get there. I never give up hope. And I think that's an extra tip that's not in here, is to have hope. That is, I think, the main thing that has kept me going through everything that I've been through, all the chronic illnesses, the surgery, the chronic pain, is to have hope, to have a higher perspective, to be able to look ahead and realize that you're going to have hard days, you're going to have hard months, you're going to have hard years. But when you look back, I can see how much progress I've made. Even though sometimes I have some big setback, it's so important to maintain that hope. And, just always be looking on how, like for me, it's a constant searching for ways to support my body. My body doesn't tolerate a lot of my friends' companies that they sell these amazing health products, and my body doesn't tolerate a lot of the ingredients in them. And so finding things, to work with that, for me, having hope is a huge thing. All right, so if you can do exercise, work that in. I'm trying to work that in. I wish it was more consistent, because I love it, but I do what I can, and I do feel really good when I'm able to get out there and get a good walk. So, all right, number 4. This is a really big thing. I'm talking with my mom, and, chronic stuff just runs in my family, on my side of the family. Both my parents struggle with a lot of things. Her mom struggled with a lot of things. And, finding someone to talk to who knows what you're going through it's just, like, I've dealt with this with autism with my son. When I found the autism community, it was just such a tremendous support in my life because they got it. Whereas nobody else could understand what I was going through. Only people who have a child with autism can really understand what it is to raise a child with autism and the kind of things that you deal with. And so find a support group. And you know what? There's so many amazing, and maybe you can't meet in person, but there are so many pages out there. I've looked at several that are really great pages for chronic pain and illness. And they post amazing uplifting quotes. They talk, they share. You can find private groups. You can do pages that are public. You can find people, because I promise you, there's a lot of people out there who are dealing with chronic pain and illness. And especially with the stress of this year, I'm sure a lot of people have been dealing with a lot of extra issues due to that. So talking with people who have been through what you have been through is super comforting. Number 5, this is something I'm trying so hard to work on, is eat a healthy diet to help support your body. For me, I need to learn to, I've been trying, I need to avoid all the foods that I'm intolerant and allergic to, which I have not been very good about. And that'll reduce inflammation in my body, which is going to help with the pain levels. So eating properly, getting the sugars, trying to take care of yourself is going to help reduce inflammation, which will, reduce the pain. So those are 5 tips. I hope they're helpful. Would love to hear. I am always out there looking for support and advice for health. Unfortunately, I'm not able to take most of those wonderful, amazing products out there that seem to take it all away. because my body rejects it. But I would love to hear your tips. If you struggle with chronic illness and pain, share below because you are in good company here. I feel like, hey, Amanda, this has been my life story of dealing with and managing and maintaining hope and always looking for a way to, slowly progress towards whatever it is I'm, trying to do in life. And at times, sometimes you have to completely slow down. But in the slowdown, I find that I find healing. I find relief. And yes, I do have to take a break from the things that I'm most passionate about sometimes for a while so that I can take care of myself. But ultimately, without our health, it's hard to do those things that we're passionate about. So as a recap, meditation, huge. If you'd like a list of some free meditation apps, just shoot me a message. Number 2, lower the stress in your life. It seriously makes pain worse. Number 3, get out and exercise. It gives that natural endorphins for reducing pain. 4, join a support group or find others. If you are like me, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk. I'm pretty open about this, and I've been dealing with a number of health issues for a very long time. And so would be happy to listen and to talk with you. Number 5, eat a healthy diet. So hope those are helpful. Feel free to comment below. Would love to hear your tips. Again, as I said, this has been one of my life's journeys, but I used to get so frustrated by it and would be like fighting it. And now I feel like I'm coming to a place where I'm like, acceptance. It's the way it is. And right now I haven't been able to do as much work as I normally do on the computer, but I have been doing other work for my mindset, doing trainings, and I feel like I've been able to go live more often. I feel like I'm bringing more passion back into my life. While I am slowing down a lot of the busier parts of my business, I am coming alive in other ways. And so a great book is, I don't know if I have it here, but The Obstacle is the Way. Tremendous book. Absolutely love it. And whenever I start to throw a pity party, I remember that. The obstacle is the way. And I say, what can I learn from this? This obstacle, what opportunity is it providing in my life? And right now for me, it's providing me time to slow down and to get in touch with my passion and all the things that I am passionate about and start to be more authentic in how I share about it when I go live with you guys. And so there are always blessings, I think, in everything that we go through. We just need to search for those sometimes. And sometimes it can take longer to find them. And sometimes it's not till you look long down the road after, 20 years later. And you notice that some of the experiences you went through helped to strengthen you to make you prepared for a future thing. So anyways, great to see you all. Hope you're having a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow.